Hello, Dumelang. Hello, Sanibonani family kwa Stokvel Academy. And people are searching, looking for information. And I know one of the most glamorous parts of this Stokvel conversation, it's this what we call property investment. Woo! Who doesn't want to be a property mogul? Because as soon as you mention property investment, property ownership, we just think about just lots and lots of money, which probably, yes, it's true, but there's also the dark side of it. Owning a property is not as glamorous as it is always made to be. Like, there is the dark side of it. In the past few weeks, I've been so busy running my business, at the same time maintaining these property babies that I own. Yes, thanks to my involvement in the Stokvel activities, I can comfortably say yes, I am blessed to own about 3 to 4 properties, 3 as an individual, and then the other property I'm owning it with my 2 fellow Stokvel members. Of course, there is another one, the big money one, the holiday home in Kruger, in Hazyview, Kruger Park Lodge. But anyway, let's come back to the ones that I own as an individual. As I indicated, I am in no way dampening the desire and the ambition to be part of this property ownership as a Stokvel community. But there's the glamour and the gloom. As indicated, I've been just busy trying to fix things because property needs to be maintained. You know, it's not as simple as all that. Things fall apart. If you have tenants don't pay. Some of them, sometimes for different reasons, you have to chase them around. And there are laws that govern what to do and not what to do with your tenants. So, to the point. Recently, I had to upgrade one of the rental units that I own because the tenants were a bit grumpy, not feeling that comfortable. So I said, okay, what cosmetic changes I can make on this property? So I did my own little bit design of a stoop. One of my favorite features in any house is just having a stoop. It's nice to sit around and hang on the stoop, summer, winter, you know. So I embarked on this stoop project, which is part of property enhancement. And I was back and forth buying this because I got, those builders guys around the corner. It's not a big project. So I said, you know what, if I just go and buy a few bags of cement, building sand, and things will be done in 8 days. Oh, little did I know that it's not going to be as simple as all that. So as things were getting tough, because as I'm saying, bengikwenza konke lokhu ngihlanganisa nebusiness. I was just like hustling, and ngapha it's meetings, it's attending to the hardcore business needs, and I'm busy running between my office and cash build. Until one morning I said, you know what, I've got this young man in the house who's actually a beneficiary ultimately of this wealth that I'm trying to accumulate through property investment. And he happens not to be working at this stage because he's still trying to figure out what he's going to do in terms of his career. So I said, okay, I think I can do with a little bit of delegating here and asking for help. And one morning specifically, I said to him, can you please just quickly pop in at cash build? to buy, I can't remember whether it was cement or whatever. Now, I assumed that he knows where Cash Build is, because Cash Build is just around the corner from where we live. And, we shop around, there's a big food market, and. Actually, the arrangement was that he was going to find me there because he was driving the bike. So I had to pop in by, and then he was going to load. I waited and waited and waited until I decided to call him. Only to find that he didn't know where Cash Build was, despite the fact that he's probably driven past Cash Build zillion times. Now, what is my point? The point is, as we are busy with these property development projects, especially as parents, abantu abadala, we need to try and involve abantwana bethu to know all the components that have to do with property ownership. Where do you buy cement? Where do you buy IBR zincs? Where do you buy this? Right now, I can tell you now that Maxi brick, a pallet consists of 250 bricks. These are the things that you say, I'm not a builder, man, why bother? But, you're not going to employ a huge construction company to come and build a little stoop just to enhance the property so that you can be able to get better rent. So my dear son walked into this Cash Build, and I think it was his first time walking into Cash Build, and yet he's enjoying the comfort and the luxury of his home, which mom, amongst other things, bought and renovated through Stokvel money. But the young man was puzzled. I looked at him. He looked like he was like in a, candy shop, but a very boring candy shop because he didn't have anything to grab. So, something just clicked on my head. I said, you know what? The younger you are, and if you have an aspiration to be part of this Stokvel property investment journey, you need to start educating yourself about everything that has to do with property. Because property is almost like a baby or a child. Children, they grow up. Others don't. I know people who are still sitting with their 60-year-old babies. Yes, 60 years old babies, they're still staying with their moms. So imagine this property that you've built many, many years ago. It needs continuous maintenance. So yes, it is glamorous to say, oh, I'm in property investment as a Stokvel. But be careful, there's also the gloomy part of it. So as they say, forewarned, forearmed. But by so saying, guys, I'm not saying we should not aspire to be part of property economic space. We need to play in that space, but we need to know the tricks from basic things like just building a stoop, a little stoop. It can be a bit nightmarish, but it's fun at the end of the day. I love it. I enjoy it. And just another warning, once you go into this property investment space, it's something that you need to be passionate about. You need to love it. At the end of the day, with all the toothache and whatnot, and running around, and you get the builder saying, I'm running short of cement, and then you go and buy 5 bags of cement, you come back and says, oh, and now kufuneka building sand, kufuneka ini, but you know what? It's fun. I love it. You must just love it and look forward to making lots and lots of money. Yeah, thank you guys for watching and listening. I hope as you embark and continue on your Stokvel property investment journey, you will be mindful of all the components that make or break your Stokvel property investment efforts, because these small things can destroy and kill your dream. What I mean by that, if you don't maintain the property that you've bought, whether you do it yourself or you get someone to help with maintenance, but it has to be done. And don't forget, we must also teach our children to learn, because hopefully, ultimately, they are going to benefit. This is about generational wealth creation. Thank you. Please subscribe and follow us on YouTube. Thank you very much.